Hey guys, it's me again. This is just gonna be a short video with miscellaneous Bowser Jr. tips. So yeah, let's just start. First one I want to talk about is delayed cart combos. Now, what are delayed cart combos? For the most part, they're just delaying your attacks out of your cart dash combos. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, but they open up your combo tree a bit more. Because for the most part, when a Bowser Jr. lands side B at this percent, they will always do this. And it's, as you can see, it's not reliable at all. It gives you 25%, which is good damage, but you can't get anything else out of it, and it puts them back on the ground. Which actually isn't too bad if you have a mech set up already. So if I set up this mech, and then, like, set it up, it'll, like, you know, do stuff like that. It can trap them and whatnot. But there are some ways you can optimize your cart combos at early percent without needing to put them in a position like that. First of them is delaying your up airs or delaying your down air or whatever. So the easiest one is to delay your up air. You do, and that's it. And it does 53%. And on Pichu, that is deadly because that puts him at a percent where he's already almost dead. So yeah, that's probably the most optimal combo I can get. That's so simple. It's so simple. You just do this, delay your up air, up tilt. There you go. So easy. It's probably the one I would lab out. It's not hard. You just go into training, you just side B. For the most part, they cannot DI. They can DI it slightly, but the up air covers so much in front of and above you that it doesn't matter. He could probably can't even DI out of this. The most I think you can do is you can mix up the DI on your up tilt, so you'll have to do bear instead. Like, yeah, it might land behind you and you'll have to do bear instead, which still does over 50%, so it doesn't matter, but that's probably something I would go and train with because it's a really good combo for a lot of light classes. Yeah. The next little miscellaneous tip, and this is one that we've been actually labbing in the Discord ourselves, and you should probably already know about it. It is falling fair into imagination. No, not imagination, it's just up smash, so you do that. It's pretty simple. It can be a little bit tricky to land, but I can assure you it works on everybody. It works on literally everybody, even the smallest character, because this fair has set knockback. This landing fair always has set knockback, and if you do it correctly, and there you go. True comes in up smash, and it acts as a kill confirm. It also acts as a get out of, like, you know, jail if you be like, oh crap, I accidentally did this. Then you just do it. Doesn't matter. It'll work at any percent. It's a good way to get free damage, good way to get kills. I wouldn't fish for it because it is super unsafe on block, like hyper omega super unsafe on block. Do not fish for this. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh crap, I landed this. Well, I guess I can get an up smash. But for the most part, you're probably gonna just land it like this, because that's what for the most part. If you're gonna do fair that close to the ground, you're not gonna be getting this single hit. It happens usually if they like shield this, and then you fastball and they let go of shield. That's mostly where it happens. And you can react to it, or you can just, you know, buffer it because you're gonna get punished anyway. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get punished anyway. If they let go of shield, they're gonna get punished like that. It's super easy. Once again, just go into training mode and practice it. It's so easy. They can't DI it, so you don't need anybody else to test with. You just need to watch the combo counter, and it works. It works. Next thing we're gonna talk about is I'm gonna switch characters just in case. This works on any character because it's totally move dependent. I'm gonna be talking about Mecha Koopa. Koopa-kazing? I don't know. What's his name? Mutama did somewhat of a video on like the Koopa Kamikaze thing. I'll go over it when I'm talking about the entire thing. But we're gonna put this to Rob, who is my designated beatdown toy. Yeah. So what this is it's so simple. It is using your Mecha Koopa in hand as a pseudo kind of counter move. So I'm going to set him to forward smash. Yeah, I'm going to set him to forward smash, and I'm going to spawn a mech. Oop, that is not how you spawn a mech. Pick it up. And then you can do that. Obviously, this works much better on aerials. It does not work well against, you know, people using grounded attacks. If I face the other way, it might be able to work because of how Junior holds the mech. So if I do it like this. Yep, see, it blows up right in his face. Obviously, you gotta be careful because, you know, it does shield damage to you. And you can't combo off it. It's just very difficult to really practice this because none of the moves that, like, none of the forward smashes can really get hit by it. It's just really difficult to test, but you can do it. If you have a friend, I would suggest them they, like, maybe play like Rob. Rob actually might be a perfect one where you just short hop Nair on your shield and it'll probably hit him. I don't know if it exactly does, but that's something you can do if you want to practice it. For the most part, this just requires intuition matches. So, yeah, have at it. It's just something like, say your opponent's respawning and you just pick up mech and then just like, well, I'll hold shield, and then you can also parry it. But I've parried it a few times, but it's very difficult. You have to really know that timing. Yeah, and while we have Rob here, we're going to talk about cart combos on normal characters. Let me stop. So for the most part, this works a lot more reliably on these types of characters. We do this, and you grab them, up throw, up air, 3 times. Simple, does over 68%. It's really good. But the thing about down air is that since they can mix up their SDI, they can end up on the side you don't want, or they can end up too far away. Like right there, I don't think I could have gotten a grab. So I just went for fair. That's just me instinct. Like if I go too far, it just won't work. So it's not reliable. So I thought, is there a reliable way to do it? And yeah, there is. So you do this, delayed nair, grab, up throw. Don't flub the up throw. This. It's a little bit more difficult to get the up airs, but and there you go. Pretty simple. It does slightly less damage, but honestly, it is way more reliable than relying on down air. Because down air is just like a super unreliable move. You don't know what it's going to do at any given moment. So, yeah. The bad part about this is it stops working, like, I think, relatively into the 20s. Like, usually you can get this into the 20s. Like, you do side B into down air on characters like this. And it still works. Obviously, you can't get grabbed. So I think this stops working, and you might actually just want to go for down air. I mean, you could get the grab, but I think they could totally act out of that. So at this percent, you're probably going to want to do delayed up air, like I had done on Pichu, except you can't get up tilt, instead you just go for more up airs. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. For the most part, your cart dash combos, if optimized, you notice they get around always to 50 and 60%, which is really good. It means that you have a bunch of different ways you can get them into a threshold, because after 60%, your carts really start comboing. Stop comboing, you mainly go for spinouts, or just, you know, a way to go get back to center stage, or, you know, punish something, but really, like, you know, with punish. Because, like, after that, it's just barely combos. And what you're going to start going for, obviously, is the ram ham, which is, you know, super simple. You just, yeah. So it's good. So if you optimize your combos, which is what I highly recommend you do, you will be able to get them to this threshold where this starts landing really easily, which is really nice, really nice. If you want to practice, you can just practice on many characters. Obviously, I can't account for DI, but for the most part, there isn't much influence you have over these types of combos because just of how Junior's, you know, up air functions, it just doesn't give you enough room to really do anything. So yeah, just lab these out. Don't be afraid to go for the weird stuff. Don't like be afraid if they're like at like 4%. Be like, delayed nair. I messed it up. Don't be me. Yeah, just don't be afraid to go for the stuff like that. Anyway, that's about it. Those are just the miscellaneous things I wanted to talk about for this video. Hopefully it'll help you guys. Anyway, bye.